We are here, Denver, Colorado. Coach Marc Montoya, FactoryX. Marc, how are you?
What's up, guys?
Good to see you again, my friend.
You too, Perm. How we doing?
We're doing good. Let's get right into it. Obviously, just coming back off a phenomenal win for Chris from UFC in Rio.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the fight, the preparation, and if you saw it go down the way you planned it.
Yeah, you know, first off, Brazil was definitely an honor when we got mentioned to go fight there. That was an honor. That's something I know Chris and I definitely wanted to go experience at some point, and whether it was training or fighting. So that was awesome, and glad we could get that opportunity with the UFC. As far as the fight goes, you know, we basically, when we got the call, said we were fighting Luis Kane. Chris and I knew that he's a great striker, and it was definitely going to be an opportunity for Chris to showcase his striking. And, you know, the game plan really is exactly what Chris did, is, you know, keep the pressure on Luis and not let him get his tempo or his pace going. And because if you do, you know, he can be nasty.
Sure.
And, you know, use his jab and use his length. And Chris definitely utilized the weapons he needed. We added some elbows for this fight, and he definitely tried some of that. And, you know, overall, it was a great success. The biggest thing is we learned a lot from his Australia fight on UFC 127.
Against Kyle Noak.
Yeah, we learned a lot of what not to do.
Absolutely.
And so, with that said, we did it. We just trained perfectly in Brazil. It was everything was right. His training camp was great, and you know, when we got there, the training was good. Chase Hackett came out with us, one of our fighters here, and so it relieved a little bit of the pressure off
Kept
of
it
me.
loose.
And yeah, you know, and it was a good mix, definitely. So it was great, man. Great trip.
Well, obviously, Chris got a lot of attention with the fact that, as Colorado knows, he's one of the most generous guys in Colorado in the MMA community, and has been since he really got started, and we all know that.
Yeah.
What exactly did it mean for the Brazilian kids to get that kind of funding just on a whim, really?
You know what Chris did, him and his management, Ingrained Media, with Jason Janae, they set up basically an opportunity for Chris to not only go and introduce himself and meet these kids at the Institute of Racal in Brazil, but also Chris decided he wanted to donate a portion of his purse. And, you know, Chris is definitely an up-and-coming fighter, so for him to separate with any money right now is
it's not
definitely
easy.
No, it's definitely a stretch for him, but it was really cool. You know, Chris is definitely about the kids and you know, giving back for sure. And when we got there, I think we were all blown away. These kids have some terrible stories. There's not one in there that hasn't had an easy life. And
they fight for life, huh?
They do, man. And I'll tell you what, they came in there and they were pumped up, man. Chris was alongside with
Chris Weidman was there, right?
Yeah, Chris Weidman, Machida, Jose Aldo, Barao, you know, all those guys
all the
were there.
guys.
Yeah, it was awesome. So Chris and I think Weidman were the only two Americans, but it was a great event. The kids loved it. They got to show them some moves, and I know they were even kidding around because Weidman and Chris were in a group, and Weidman was showing them how to do a standing guillotine, and I don't think they liked that too much, watching the kids' feet come off the ground. But it was pretty funny, man. So it was a good trip. It was a good time, and it was for a good cause. And I know the cool thing is the UFC caught word of it, and they're going to match whatever Chris gives.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so it's really cool. Cool deal.
Well, you guys obviously are one of the busiest fight teams in Colorado. You guys always have something going on. The end of the year for you is a huge finale to a hard year.
It is.
What do you got? What do you guys? Let's try that again. What do you guys have lined up for the end of the year?
Yeah, man. You know, we got back from Brazil, and I didn't want to come straight to the gym, but I did, man. I was tired, 13-hour flight, but we came back, and biggest reason is we have guys fighting the end of October, and then we've got fights booked all the way through January 26th. So
unbelievable.
We've got guys fighting here in November, pretty much every weekend in November. Joe Warren is fighting in Florida for the Bellator fights there, and then come back here, and a lot of local guys are fighting here, like I said, almost every weekend in November. And then the first 2 weeks of December, we have fights, and then we're going to shut it down for a couple weeks for the holidays, and we'll be right back at it, you know, through January. So
Unbelievable. You guys, how do people get a hold of you in case they want to come train or try out FactoryX? I mean, I know that you're drawing a lot of attention lately, and there's a lot of people that are interested in training with you guys. How do we get a hold of you?
Yeah, so easiest thing to do is you can go online, FactoryXMuayThai.com. You can go there. You can email us, FactoryXMuayThai@me.com, or you can call us at 303-525-4898. And, you know, that's the easiest way. Basically what we'll do, whether you're a fighter or just somebody wanting to get in shape, do cardio classes, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, wrestling, whatever it is, kids classes, we'll set up intros for you guys and ease you in, make sure this is the right fit for you, and get you guys going and help you achieve your goals.
We've got a lot of stuff lined up for Fight Jobs working with FactoryX in the upcoming future here.
Definitely.
We're really excited about that too, and obviously we love you guys here. I can't thank you enough for taking some time with us, as we always are appreciative.
Yeah, man, no problem. I love hanging with the Big Perm and Fight Jobs.
That's right.
Make sure you guys check out Fight Jobs, one of the best media outlets out there for anything fighting, MMA. So check that out and come by, stop in, say hello to us here at FactoryX. We'd love to see you. And Big Perm, we appreciate it, brother.
Thank you, my friend. Always good to see you, Marky.
Thanks, brother.